Hello, are we back? Is it really on? Okay, great. Hello there. This is the judge and jury of music, aka Queen Millennial, aka Queen, the Audacity Queen, aka the Technology Queen, honey. Okay. And today we are talking about you need to let your music faves grow. Okay? You need to let your music faves actually grow and explore in their musical dramas and their artistry. Okay? But before we get to that conversation, it is time for the word, okay? As usual, per episode. Here we go. A question. Let me fix this for a minute. How do you get your day turned after a relatively tough day? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. Welcome back. This is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl, the show where I talk about popular music and popular artists from today, yesterday, and beyond. Okay? Today, we are obviously here to talk about your faves, okay? And let me get that off the screen. Your faves. And why you just won't let them grow, right? They seem to be stuck in this box and they don't feel like they can do anything else. And the label won't let them do anything else when it's not your label because they're focused on what's making the money. They're focused on whether you are spending the money. So sit back, relax, get comfortable, grab a drink, grab snacks, grab something because this is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. Here we go.
Take your time. Shake them haters, draw the line. If you get weary, tell you this.
What is the trap?
One life, baby,
It's just
no
what it is.
dismiss.
It's a trap.
One life, they wanna be around. No matter how you are getting down, there's really nothing that you can do. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Cause when it's all over, set and done.
Welcome back to It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. I'm Worklina, for those of you who are new, the workhorse, aka Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer. As I say on all of my videos, those are great platforms and tools to build the business, the brand, the name, but most importantly, the community, okay? And let's not forget the reputation. Let's not forget the reputation. And hopefully you will join this community today by hitting that like button, commenting, sharing people that you know that like artists, commentary, reaction, reviews, and everything music artists, because that's what the channel is all about, okay? And to really join the community, hit that subscribe button and notification bells, okay? All right, let's go ahead and jump right on into this. We fall in love with our faves for a reason, right? We fall in love with our faves because maybe it's the style, or maybe it's the music itself, or maybe it's the brand that they seem to be built around them and most people recognize them for, you know? But the crime that's committed over and over again, and remember, the music business only responds to what the audience is responding, paying attention to, and spending money on. So the artist can't really be as free when they're signed to these labels for the label artists on these big music labels, even independent labels, and hey, even independent artists. When the response is, we don't like that, we don't want that, go back to your old go back to your old music. When I never honestly really got that, because if you wanted people to go back to their old stuff, you could just play the old stuff. Okay? Like Lisa from Blackpink said on her new album, they want the old Lisa. Go ahead and listen to my old Nobody's stopping you. Go ahead and listen to Blackpink. This is where Lisa is at right now. People having all this discourse around Lisa from Blackpink, talking about she's too much now, or she's doing this and she's catering to this or whatever. Well, find somebody else then. There's plenty of people coming to Lisa as fans all the time, right? Because you won't allow your face to grow and experiment and push the envelope, because that's when you know you have a true artist. Not somebody who's really just marketing. Not somebody who's just looking for fame and for quick 15 minutes of fame and they're out. When you have a true artist, these are the people that challenge you as the listener, right? They don't really want the next album to necessarily be, even the image, what they gave you before. We talk about artists. If your fave is just some mediocre whatever, here today, gone tomorrow, this conversation is not really for you, because those people really are irrelevant. And unfortunately, there were just too many of them running rampant these days. See, the bar was up here. Somehow, the bar ended up on the floor, just laying there for anybody to actually think that they had the audacity to do it like the greats, right? And when I say do it like the greats, I don't actually mean do it like the greats, right? I mean, they thought that they could just enter the game. And because people who were basically their age, who didn't understand what true musical taste really was, because the brains aren't developed like that, right? That they promoted the mediocrity to allow these nonsense people posing as artists to gain popularity. And then most, if not all of them, just ended up burning out. What did Beyonce say? She said, artists don't be making albums like that anymore. She said, they're making these quick microwave singles that just, and then the artist is dead because they never had any true value to offer in the first place. Okay? Right? So, with that being said, a lot of you won't allow even the true artists that are your faves to truly grow, to truly expand and stretch, because really the journey needs to be not the artist conforming into a box just because you are not as eclectic and open-minded with your listening preferences, right? You seem to be a one-trick pony. Okay? Instead of being a little more eclectic with your musical taste, broadening your horizons. And I know the younger you are, the harder that kind of is, especially with what's cool. But of course, there are people in the younger sphere that are, they're the anomalies, but they are those kind of people, right? They have more eclectic taste. It's just time for that to be like the norm. You get what I'm saying? And to let artists grow, because really, true artists like the Beyonce, like the Kendrick Lamar, right? Like the Chappell Roan of it all. Okay? Sabrina Carpenter. And more like her, Lady Gaga, is that you had to let artists be artists. See, even till this day, like true and real artists, not that relatable right? Not that relatable right? Because they're not really able to be the true essence of artists like they're supposed to be, when the status quo is they're always being able to be reached, when they're always playing girl or boy next door, right? When they're too accessible all the time, right? When the mystique is all the way gone, right? When you know exactly who they are because they expose themselves like that to you, right? And then the question becomes, for true artists, is that there would be no need for artists in the first place if they didn't have something different to offer, to entertain us with. If they were just like your friend down the street or your brother, whatever, if they're too relatable, you get what I'm saying? And not to the left, not so normal, like the Chappell Roans of the world, the Peyton 3.0s of the world. Hello? Then that specialness goes away, right? It's not the same as when the Michael Jacksons, the Princes were alive, right? It's not the same effect on you, right? Because true artists aren't just really looking for fame. Actually, true artists really actually hate the fame. Okay? True artists like me, we just want to perform and do our thing. Yes, we want people to listen to us. We want an audience, but we don't want to be these massive figures that we could barely escape and go anywhere and just be normal when we're not working, right? When we're not transformed into wherever our identity is, right? For example, there is a difference between Peyton 3.0, which you see before you hear, and Peyton James Crouch Jr., right? Somebody that you don't see. When the camera turns off, I'm not somebody completely different, obviously, because Peyton 3.0 is a huge extension of me. It's a part of me, but I'm not a one-trick pony personality, right? When the camera turns off, I'm able to have my autonomy. When the camera turns off, I'm able to have my me time. When the camera turns off, I'm actually able to do what I need to do. Okay? And so that's always been a struggle that true artists who are thrust into the music business capitalist spotlight have always had to battle and struggle with. But in addition to that, they have to struggle with the fact that maybe when they want to try rock this next era, but they were discovered with the brand of this pop R&B diva or divo. But they're usually artists, like true artists. We're very eclectic in our musical taste, you know? And so we may want to do a rock album next time. We may want to do, I don't know, a folk album, right? We may want to do an R&B album next time, you know? But because people still tend to think a certain way, then they start berating the artist. They start berating the artist online, talking crap about them. Oh, you're not the same, and that music sucks, and whatever. So the artist just retreats, and they probably try to find a way, if they're with a label, to get out of their contract, right? Or if they're independent and their audience is turning their backs on them because they have been able to be fortunate enough to build an audience, then they can decide that they don't want to do music no more, because at least not for social media or for the public, because they'll go get a 9-to-5 somewhere and do the art on the side for themselves in a closed room, because that's what made them the happiest in the first place. Yes, they were inspired by people who were in the industry, because nothing is born in a vacuum, but they were already born with these characteristics for them to come alive and ignite, right? I was already born like this, very creative and expressive and whatever. These were just things that were always in me, right? And the same for actual true artists, right? Not people who are being manufactured, that the label is just finding online, who are mediocre as heck and have gained popularity. So they go ahead and use them and then they throw them away. They go ahead and use them and they throw them away because they're not even real artists. The music industry doesn't even care about artistry when it comes to being signed to these labels. It's all about the money. It's who can make me money, not tomorrow, not in 5 years. Artist development is gone in the toilet. You better develop yourself. But it's about who can I use to make me some money for me and my family. That is what the music business is all about. Now, the music business had some integrity back in the days when it was actually using artists for their selfish, evil ways. But now they're just like, well, the kids today are making it too easy. You know, these kids, most of these kids, they make it popular. They ain't got no talent, but they're paying attention to them. They're streaming their music. They're buying stuff from them. And what they're saying to themselves is that, I can't say the word on YouTube, it's already hard for us as the music industry because of the internet coming into play, right? Everything's just so accessible now. We can't gatekeep as much as we used to. Let's go ahead and use these no talent kids for our own benefit. Let's promise them millions of more fans in shows and TV shows and radio, this and that, and give them an advance of $3,000 or something, $2 million up front. Let's sales pitch them, make it sound really good. And so they do. But they know that you're not going to last because they can already see this is going to be an artist for 15 minutes. We're going to use this artist, throw them out when nobody's streaming their crap anymore. When the fanfare for 15 minutes has died, they're going to use the next person and the next person and the next person. And that's what the game has become. Because those aren't artists. See, true artists in the internet age, these people are sticking around and they're few far in between for years to come. See, true artists couldn't stick around in the old music industry before the internet, but true artists can stick around today because the music industry and the business is not the power that it used to be. It's not the behemoth it used to be. Now it's always been slithering. It's always been snakeish and sharkish as usual in the past. But now it's just downright pathetic what they're trying to do to most of these artists. Out here, they're desperate. And people who were in power just don't give up the power. No. You gotta fight them. You gotta kill them off. Use my words, YouTube. You gotta delete. You gotta get rid of them permanently in order for them to get it from them. See, power. People in power just don't give power and hand it over. No, you gotta fight it. You gotta fight it from them. You gotta pry it from them. Okay, you gotta snatch. You gotta snatch power. Okay, that's how it really works. And so, with that being said, true artists today, and it's so rare, true artists will continue to rise to the top and continue to last in this internet age for years on end. Mediocrity will continue to come in and die, and hopefully mediocrity is going to be stomped out very soon. Yeah. And the people like the Chaperones, the Sabrina Carpenters, the Doechis will actually be the leading force in music for now and until the future. Okay? Because we need to bring that true artistry back, because we're losing at the culture, we're losing at the country, honey. What made artistry and music so special? These people are bringing it back. Okay? While we still also have our wonderful, wonderful legends in the game to this day too. Okay? Y'all taking that for granted. Don't take it for granted. Ain't nothing guaranteed. Okay? Now, all this to really say in a nutshell is that you need to let your faves grow. Really what it should be is that you fell in love with them, but not just for the music. When you fall in love with an artist, you don't just fall in love with the music. I'm talking about a true artist. True artist. You fall in love with them. And you should follow them for any direction they decide to go into. Right? Any direction a true artist who's put the blood, sweat, and tears into the art, who studied and practices their craft to bring you truth true value, something special, something great to the table to add to the conversation. That is what you should follow those type of artists, no matter what genre they decide to do, right? Judge it on the quality of the work itself and not for the genre. Maybe you didn't like country before, but because Beyonce went in and she did it, you now have a new respect for country, right? Now you should be saying to yourself, let me just see if I can check out some other artists. And even if you don't like other artists in that genre, but you like Beyonce because that's your girl and you F with her country album, right? So and Beyonce wouldn't be where she is today, first of all, if she didn't break out the box, if she didn't take those risks, okay, to become legendary as she is today. She just stay in that pop and R&B lane, doing those same kind of songs, because anybody can come and take her throne when it comes to that. Right? No, she knew she had to be something even greater. She knew she had to do something even more. But that's because Beyonce is a true artiste. Not just some singer. She's a true artiste, and it shows. Whether you like it or not, she's a true artiste. Okay? And so, let's wrap this up. The point I'm trying to make is that you need to let your faves grow and be artists for the faves that actually are artists. If you're into somebody that's mediocre as heck and got no real value to bring, gonna be here today, gone tomorrow, you can do whatever you want with them. You can shut the door on them on the next album. Okay, you can shut the door on them on the next album because they were never really artists anyway. They were just here today, gone tomorrow. They were the flavor of the week. They were the flavor of the moment. They were the it girl, the it guy, but they were never going to be that girl. They were never going to be that guy. And as I said before, the difference between the it girl and that girl, or the it guy and that guy, is that the it girl is just here for a moment. That girl like Beyonce, that guy like Kendrick Lamar is here for years and decades. Chaperone will be around, I predict, for years and decades. Sabrina keeps playing the cards right. She'll be around for years and decades. That girl, that guy. The question for you is your fave actually that girl, that guy? Do they bring true value to you, or are they just a flavor of the moment? Are they just a trend right now? Like trendy clothes, fast fashion that you put on today and toss out to the scrap heap, to the landfill tomorrow. This has been Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer, darling. Okay, also known as Work Lena, the workforce, also known as Queen Millennial, also known as the Technology Queen, and also known as you see, I'm a true artist. I'm eccentric as heck on one side. Also known as the Audacity Queen. Okay, so please go ahead if you got your life today and hit that like button. Share with people that you know that like artists, commentary, reaction, reviews. Comment in the comment section because it is a real community. Okay, and of course, subscribe and notification bell to really become a part of this community 360. Why would you not? I give you your life in a handbasket. Okay? Now, you have been here this long. Am I not correct? So, I'm giving you the bonus. Okay? And for those of you who come all the time, thank you so much. You know what's coming up next. You know. Okay, hold on. I did say that I was the artist, did I not? I did say that I was the musician. I did say that I was the entertainer. Okay. So, I'm going to give you the sampler platter. Okay, which means I'm going to do a little sample of rap a cappella of one of my songs. I'm going to play a sample of one of my songs. Okay? And then I'm going to sing a sample of a cover from the Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. Here we go. This is called Turn Up. I want you to get your hands up, put your hands together, get a clap going. Blood pressure. Worked all day like the messenger. Worked so hard on the bills that high. All you do is cry me a freaking try. Punch that clock every freaking day. Still on the money you got to pay. Forget that shit. Man, need relief. You gotta scream. You're the freaking chief. Some take care of the freaking kids. Munching your plate, but you're freaking lit. Trust too much, always in a rush. Shouldn't even rush. You're feeling flushed. What is it that you're gonna do? Gotta have some good relief in you. Trying to get out with the music plays every freaking day. All I got to say is jump. And now, the song.
Blood pressure, you worked all day like the messenger. Worked so hard that the bills are high. All you do is cry me a freaking try. Punch that clock every freaking day. Still on your money, you got to pay. Fuck that shit, man, you need relief, but you got this grief for the fucking cheap. Some take care of the freaking kids. Munching your plate for your freaking lid. Stress too much, always in a rush. And even rushing, you're feeling flush. What is it that you're gonna do? Gonna have some good relief in you. Time to get out with the music plays every freaking day. All I gotta say is jump, turn that music loud. I wanna see your hands in the crowd. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Lose your mind to the beat. Shake it up, keep moving on feet. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Get the stress.
And that is all I will be giving you, okay? Now, anyway, if you want to hear that song in its entirety, then comment in the comment section. You ready? Let me hear that song. And I most certainly will, absolutely for free.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me what I never wanna hear say. I want it that way. I want it that way. Take your time, shake them haters, draw the line. If you get weary, tell you this.
What is the trap?
One life, baby,
It's just
no
what it is.
dismiss.
It's a trap.
One life, they wanna be around. No matter how you are getting down, there's really nothing that you can do. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Push past all the doubts and believe in you. Cause when it's all over, said and done.